In the shadows of prophecy, a cosmic battle unfolds, one that can change everything we think we know about the end times. Imagine a woman clothed with the sun, a crown of stars, and a serpent poised to strike. What does it all mean? Could it be a warning that transcends time, echoing through the ages, reaching us right now? As we peel back the layers of Revelation 12, brace yourself for revelations that might chill you to the bone. Do you ever wonder what lies beyond our understanding of good and evil? What if the truth buried in these ancient verses could illuminate our darkest fears? Just when you think you've grasped the full picture, the narrative twists, revealing deeper meanings and prophetic implications that demand our attention. Why does this passage resonate with today's turmoil? Are we on the brink of witnessing these events unfold? Keep your mind sharp and your heart open, because the answers may be more profound than you ever imagined. As we dive into the depths of Revelation 12, prepare to confront the unsettling truths that await us. Hold on tight. This journey is about to get intense. The Woman and the Dragon. You know, when I first stumbled upon the imagery of the woman clothed with the sun and the red dragon, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. It's like stepping into a vivid painting where every color and detail tells a deeper story. The woman, radiant and powerful, symbolizes not just purity and strength, but also the collective hope of humanity. She stands as a figure of resilience, embodying the struggles faced by countless individuals throughout history. The sun, in this context, represents enlightenment and divine favor, illuminating her presence as she stands against the darkness that the dragon embodies. But let's talk about that dragon for a moment. Red, fierce, and menacing, he's a representation of evil and chaos. It's almost as if he embodies our greatest fears and the tumultuous battles we face in our lives. The tension between the woman and the dragon is palpable, a constant reminder of the ongoing struggle between good and evil. This imagery is not merely a relic of mythology. It resonates with our daily experiences. Each of us in some way confronts our own dragons, whether they are personal demons or societal injustices. As I reflect on this struggle, I realize how often it mirrors the larger narrative of humanity. The fight between the woman and the dragon isn't just a tale of conflict. It's a representation of hope and perseverance. The woman's strength, despite the looming threat of the dragon, inspires us to stand firm in our beliefs and values. It reminds us that even when we feel overwhelmed, there is a light within us that can shine through the darkest times. Furthermore, the implications of this symbolism stretch beyond the individual. It speaks to the communal battles we face as a society. The dragon's presence is a warning about the dangers of complacency and despair. The woman, with her radiant light, serves as a beacon of hope, urging us to unite in our fight against the injustices and evils that persist in the world. It's a call to action, a reminder that we are not alone in this struggle. In essence, the tale of the woman and the dragon encapsulates the human experience. It's a rich narrative filled with layers of meaning, urging us to confront our fears, support one another in our struggles, and ultimately to believe in the triumph of light over darkness. Each time I revisit this imagery, I find new depths to explore, new insights about the nature of good and evil, and a renewed sense of hope for the battles we face in our own lives. The birth of the child now. Moving on to the next part of this narrative, the birth of the child. When I think about the importance of this event, I can't help but feel a swell of emotion. This child, destined to rule the nations, embodies so much more than just a future leader. He represents the culmination of hope and divine promise. His birth signals a new beginning, a turning point for humanity. It's as if in that moment the universe holds its breath, waiting for the arrival of something extraordinary. The symbolism surrounding the child's birth is profound. It's not just about a single event, it reflects an entire lineage of hope. This child is the answer to centuries of longing, a beacon for those who have faced despair. The idea that he will govern the nations speaks not only to political authority but also to a deeper moral and spiritual guidance. It's a reminder that true leadership is about serving others, about lifting up the downtrodden and bringing justice to the oppressed. As I delve deeper into this theme, I recognize how this narrative resonates with our own experiences of hope. In a world often filled with turmoil and uncertainty, the birth of this child provides a sense of reassurance. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is the potential for renewal and transformation. Each of us can relate to moments when hope seemed lost, only to be reignited by the smallest of miracles. What's even more striking is the element of divine protection surrounding this birth. It's as if the heavens themselves conspire to safeguard this precious life. This theme of divine intervention is not just a theological concept, it's a powerful reminder that we are never truly alone in our struggles. There's a protective force at work, guiding us and watching over us, much like the care that surrounds this child. Ultimately, the birth of this child encapsulates a message of hope and renewal. It invites us to reflect on our own lives and the moments of grace we've experienced. It challenges us to embrace the light that comes with new beginnings, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can find strength and purpose. Just as this child is destined for greatness, so too are we all capable of contributing to a brighter future, if only we have the courage to believe in it. The War in Heaven. Now let's shift gears and talk about the war in heaven. What a dramatic and intense scene this is. The imagery of Michael and his angels battling against the dragon and his minions is nothing short of a cosmic showdown. As I visualize this conflict, I can almost hear the clash of swords and the cries of warriors. It's a vivid reminder that the struggle between good and evil is not confined to our earthly experiences. It plays out on a grand, celestial scale as well. At its core, this narrative reflects the ongoing spiritual battles we face every day. Just as Michael leads the charge against the dragon, we too are called to take a stand against the forces that seek to undermine our beliefs and values. It's a powerful metaphor for the internal conflicts we grapple with, as well as the external challenges posed by a world that often seems to favor darkness over light. This war in heaven serves as a reminder that we are part of something larger, a battle between good and evil that transcends our individual lives. As I contemplate this war, I can't help but feel a sense of empowerment. Michael's victory over the dragon is not just a story of triumph, it's a call to action for all of us. It encourages us to confront our own dragons, to fight for what is right, and to stand firm in our convictions. The image of angels rallying together inspires a sense of camaraderie and unity, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. There is a community of support that surrounds us, whether we see it or not. Moreover, this narrative highlights the importance of perseverance in the face of adversity. The war in heaven isn't won overnight. It requires dedication, courage, and unwavering faith. It's a reminder that even when the battles seem insurmountable, victory is possible through collective effort and divine guidance. Each struggle we face can be viewed as a part of this larger war. Each small victory contributes to the ultimate triumph of good over evil. In the end, the war in heaven serves as a powerful metaphor for our own spiritual journeys. It compels us to examine the battles we face in our lives and encourages us to embrace the fight for justice, truth, and righteousness. Just as Michael leads the charge, we too can take up our swords, our words and actions, and join the ongoing struggle against the forces of darkness. This narrative inspires us to remain vigilant, to continue fighting for what we believe in, and to trust in the promise of eventual victory, persecution of the saints. Now, let's dive into the theme of persecution faced by the saints. This topic, while heavy, resonates deeply with anyone who has ever felt marginalized or oppressed. The imagery of the woman being pursued by the dragon speaks volumes about the trials and tribulations that faithful individuals endure. It's a stark reminder that the path of righteousness is often fraught with challenges, yet it also highlights the resilience and strength of those who choose to stand firm in their beliefs. The persecution of the saints is not just a historical account. It reflects the ongoing struggles faced by individuals across the globe today. Countless people are still persecuted for their faith, facing discrimination, violence, and isolation. This narrative sheds light on their plight, emphasizing the importance of solidarity and support within our communities. It's a call to be vigilant and to stand alongside those who are suffering, to lend our voices to the voiceless. What strikes me most about this theme is the unwavering faith exhibited by the saints, even in the face of adversity. Their courage serves as an inspiration for all of us. It's a reminder that our faith can be a source of strength during the darkest of times. The very act of standing firm in one's beliefs is a powerful statement against the forces that seek to silence or oppress. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Moreover, the persecution faced by the saints highlights the importance of community. In times of trial, having a supportive network can make all the difference. The image of the woman and her remnant suggests that we are not meant to face our struggles alone. Rather, we are called to uplift and encourage one another. This sense of unity is crucial in overcoming the challenges that life presents. Ultimately, the theme of persecution serves as a powerful reminder of the cost of discipleship. It challenges us to consider what we are willing to endure for the sake of our beliefs. It invites us to reflect on our own lives and the ways we can support those who are being persecuted. Just as the saints have faced their trials with grace and strength, we too can find ways to stand firm in our convictions and support one another in our shared struggles. It's a call to action, urging us to be beacons of hope and resilience in a world that often seems intent on dividing us. The hope of redemption. Finally, let's explore the theme of hope found in the message of Revelation 12. Amidst the chaos and struggle, there lies a profound promise of redemption. This idea resonates deeply with me, especially in a world that often feels heavy with despair. The notion that despite the trials we face, there is a light at the war in heaven. You know, sometimes I find myself caught up in the vivid imagery of the battle described in Revelation, where Michael and his angels take a stand against the dragon and his followers. I mean, it's quite a scene, isn't it? You can almost feel the tension in the air, the clash of wills, and the very essence of good versus evil. In my mind, I can picture Michael, a figure of strength and righteousness, leading his celestial army with unmatched bravery. It's not just a story. It resonates deeply with the struggles we face in our own lives. This conflict is more than just a physical battle. It represents the ongoing spiritual warfare that many of us experience daily. We often find ourselves in situations where we must choose between right and wrong, good and evil. Just like Michael, we need to summon that inner strength to fight our own battles, whether they be personal demons or societal pressures. The symbolism of this celestial war reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. There's a whole realm beyond our understanding that's fighting alongside us. I often think about the surreal nature of this war. Angels, with their wings spread wide, engaged in combat with dark forces that seek to disrupt the divine order. It's a reminder that the battle isn't just limited to the physical realm, it transcends into the spiritual. This heavenly conflict can serve as a metaphor for our daily lives. We may not see angels and demons, but the moral choices we make often feel like battles. Every day is a chance to align ourselves with the truth, to be part of that heavenly host fighting against the darkness that often seems so prevalent in the world. Interestingly, this narrative also speaks to the inevitability of conflict in the quest for justice and righteousness. The fact that Michael and his angels emerge victorious serves as a powerful affirmation of hope. It tells us that, despite the intense struggles we may face, there is a larger cosmic order that favors good over evil. And while we might not always see immediate results, the ultimate victory is assured. It's a bit like life, isn't it? There are ups and downs, but if we stay true to our values, we can trust that the outcome will align with the greater good. Reflecting on this, I can't help but feel a sense of responsibility. If there's a spiritual battle taking place, then perhaps it's my duty to be vigilant, to stand firm in my beliefs, and to support others in their struggles. After all, we are all part of this cosmic narrative and each small act of kindness or courage can contribute to the larger fight for good. It's a call to arms, but not in the traditional sense. It's about nurturing our spirits, fostering love, and standing up against the forces that would see us divided. Persecution of the saints. Now, let's talk about the persecution of the woman and her remnant. It's a heavy topic, but one that deserves our attention. The imagery of the woman, representing the faithful, being pursued by the dragon is both powerful and haunting. You can almost feel the weight of that struggle, the relentless pursuit of those who seek to uphold their faith no matter the cost. It's a reminder that throughout history, and even today, there are countless individuals who face persecution for their beliefs. What strikes me is the sheer resilience displayed by these faithful individuals. Despite the challenges, they stand firm in their convictions. It's not just about enduring hardship, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. They embody a spirit of resistance that resonates with anyone who has ever felt marginalized or oppressed. Their story inspires us to confront our own challenges with courage and conviction, reminding us that we can find strength even in our weakest moments. In reflecting on this persecution, I often think about the broader implications for society. We live in a world where beliefs can lead to division, and where standing up for one's values can have serious consequences. The persecution of the saints serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of tolerance and understanding. It challenges us to foster an environment where differing beliefs can coexist without fear of retribution. After all, the true essence of faith lies in love and acceptance, not in division and persecution. Moreover, the story of the woman and her remnant speaks to the idea of community and support. In times of persecution, it's crucial for individuals to come together, to uplift one another, and to foster a sense of belonging. This solidarity can be a powerful source of strength, allowing individuals to endure the trials they face. It's a call for us to be allies to those who are marginalized, to stand alongside them and to ensure that their voices are heard. Ultimately, the persecution faced by the faithful is not just a historical account. It serves as a poignant reminder of our own responsibilities in the present. We must strive to create a world where faith is celebrated rather than condemned. This means actively working against the forces of division and persecution in our communities, advocating for justice, and ensuring that everyone can practice their beliefs freely. In doing so, we become part of a larger narrative that seeks to uplift rather than oppress, fostering a spirit of unity in the face of division, the hope of redemption. When I think about the message of hope contained in Revelation 12, I can't help but feel a wave of comfort wash over me. It's a chapter that resonates deeply, especially in times of uncertainty and fear. The imagery presented is vivid, an epic battle between good and evil, yet woven throughout is a promise that, despite the darkness, there is light. The notion that redemption is not just a distant concept, but a tangible reality, is something that gives me solace as I navigate the complexities of life. It's like a beacon calling me home, reminding me that I am never truly alone in my struggles. What strikes me the most is the assurance of protection. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, knowing that there is a divine force watching over us is incredibly reassuring. This protection isn't just a passive shield. It's an active, engaging presence that fights alongside us. I remember times when I felt overwhelmed by challenges, and it was during those moments that I sensed this protective embrace. It's as if the narrative in Revelation 12 is a reflection of my own experiences, where the battles may be personal, but the outcome is universal. Victory for those who hold on to hope. The victory promised in this chapter is not merely a future event, but a present reality for believers. It calls to mind the countless stories of individuals who have faced seemingly insurmountable odds, yet emerged victorious, not through their strength, but through their faith. Each testimony adds a layer to the collective understanding of redemption. The assurance that good ultimately triumphs over evil is a timeless truth that can motivate and uplift. It encourages us to press on, to fight the good fight, and to remain steadfast in our beliefs, no matter how dire the circumstances may seem. Moreover, this message of hope is interwoven with the idea of community. It's a reminder that we are not isolated in our struggles. Just as the woman in Revelation 12 represents not just one individual, but a collective of faithful believers, so too are we part of a larger body. This gives a sense of belonging and shared purpose. It's a comforting thought to know that as we each battle our personal dragons, we can lean on one another for strength and encouragement. Together we stand stronger, embodying the promise that we will overcome. Finally, the ultimate victory over evil is not just about personal redemption. It's a collective restoration. This theme is echoed throughout Scripture, where the narrative consistently points to a future where wrongs are made right and justice prevails. It's a hopeful vision that invites us to contribute to the unfolding story, to be active participants in the journey toward redemption. As we live our lives with hope, we become agents of change, reflecting the light that promises to dispel darkness. It's this dynamic interplay between hope, community, and divine protection that makes the message of Revelation 12 profoundly relevant to my life today. As we dive deeper into the powerful imagery of Revelation 12, it's crucial to remember that these messages aren't just ancient words, they're alive and relevant today. Imagine a cosmic battle between good and evil unfolding right above us, with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. What part do we play in this divine drama? Are we the warriors, the watchers, or perhaps something else entirely? Consider this. If Revelation 12 reveals the truth about our times, what does that mean for our lives right now? Are we prepared for the challenges that lie ahead? The signs are all around us: wars, natural disasters, and moral decay. But amidst the chaos, there's hope. The woman clothed with the sun symbolizes victory and protection for those who stand firm in their faith. So, what can we do to position ourselves on the side of light? Sriken pinder satiten der Stadebridder. Ambasita morentikir. Aken de arm.